Welcome back to the FlipNerd.com REI Classroom, where experts from across the real estate investing industry teach you quick lessons to take your business to the next level. And now, let's meet today's expert host.
Hi everybody, Jon Iannotti again, and I'm your host today on REI Classroom. Today's topic is going to be marketing today.
This show is sponsored by PassiveRental.com.
Now, the key word there is today. A lot of people will teach you how to market techniques that have been used for decades. And, some of that stuff works, some of it doesn't. It depends on the market, depends on, where you're located in the country. We have to constantly be tweaking our marketing, whether we're looking for sellers, we're looking for buyers, or we're looking for private money. We're always tweaking our marketing. Now, I will tell you, for probably the last 8-9 years, our number one source of getting seller leads has been calling for sale by owner ads or signs. When we brought that out to the marketplace, and the information guys were starting to push that out to all their students, everybody and their brother started calling for sale by owners, not only investors, but real estate agents. So now we got 40, 50 people calling the same ad, and the first thing a seller says to you is, are you an agent? Are you another investor? So you have to learn how to answer those questions the proper way, and get the proper response from the seller, so they're not, number one, coming at you angrily, number two, so that they're willing to work with you. So we teach how to do that with our systems. Now, FSBO calling was the Holy Grail for a long time. Today it's not, because of what I just explained to you. Everybody and their brother is calling these for sale by owner ads. So what we teach is call FSBOs. They're number one. But you also need to be doing some of that other stuff that we've gotten away from, such as direct mail. Yellow letters used to be fantastic. I mean, good friends of mine, John and Donna McNeil, created that letter years ago, back, I think it was 06, or 05. And millions and millions of letters have been mailed out, and they worked great. They used to get a fantastic response rate of anywhere from 20 to 45% response rate. Now, a lot of those response rates were angry sellers, but you got to sift and sort through those and get to the guys that are wanting to actually work with you. And then everybody was started using the yellow letters, because that's what was being taught by all the gurus. So it got oversaturated. Yellow letters quit working. That's why we went to the FSBO calling. Now the FSBO calling is starting to get oversaturated because it's, number one, free. I mean, you go to Craigslist and Zillow and your newspaper, ride around and find a FSBO sign. It's a lot cheaper than a yellow letter. Well, today I'm going to say, do the FSBO calling, do the yellow letters, do postcards, mail more than once to the same list. If you just mail one time to a list, your success rate is going to be very low. You've got to mail numerous times, preferably 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Now, it gets a little expensive. That's why I throw in the postcards as well, because they're less money than a yellow letter. So direct mail is fantastic. Another thing that we're doing today is, we went back to bandit signs. Now, bandit signs can be tricky too. You got to watch those, because if code enforcement doesn't allow bandit signs, you got to think outside the box. So what I did was, I went online and I ordered tons and tons of magnetic signs that look like the bandit sign, and then I hand them out to anybody that will put them on their vehicles. The lawn care guy, the pool care guy, the plumber, the electrician, anybody and everybody who will put them on their car, and then we track as the leads come in where they heard about us. And if it was Bob the plumber, then and we buy the house, I send Bob a check for $250, not $250,000. But so I mean, it's a different way of doing bandit signs that code enforcement can't touch you. So why mess around with code enforcement if they're coming after you? Don't do it. Do the magnetic signs instead. So you've got FSBO calling, you've got direct mail, you've got bandit signs. What about posters? What about flyers? You know, all those things. There's the old techniques still work, and a lot of them work really good today because nobody else is doing them. All they're hearing about is FSBO calling. So change it up. Change it up. You know, do different things. There's so many different marketing techniques. You can go online. You can post ads online. Of course, we do not market properties unless we actually own them. We generically market properties. So we're looking for people to come in to fund our deals. So I want you to keep that in mind too. We're not marketing a property specific unless we own it. Now, if I own it, I'm going to market the heck out of that thing. So keep that in mind too. And why do I say don't market the property specific? Because if you don't own it and you're marketing it, even if you have an agreement to buy it, in today's real world, that is not going to stand up and you could be in trouble. So we generically market properties looking for the buyer instead of selling the actual property itself until they come in, and then we can discuss the properties that we have under agreement. So that's marketing today. It's a little different than what it's been over the years, but you know, you got to change and you got to tweak it and change as the market changes. I'm telling you, you know, some of this online marketing, you got to practically change it almost every week. Otherwise, it's not, because what worked last week may not work this week. So keep that in mind as you're marketing. And I tell all my members and all my students, this business is 98% marketing. If you're not marketing for sellers, buyers, and private money, you don't have a business. So keep that in mind. Most of this business is marketing. So if you can master that, and the number one thing to master is looking for those buyers. If you can build a huge buyers list, he who has biggest buyers list wins. So keep that in mind. Go for the buyers. The properties are easy to get. Get the buyers list. Keep building it, because a buyers list will only last 30 to 45 days because they're looking to do something today. And if they don't get it from you, they're going to get it from somebody else. And if they get it from somebody else, they're no good on your list other than they're just another number. But you don't want them on your list. You want just the ones who are actively pursuing buying today. And there's three things I look for when I'm pre-qualifying my buyer, and that is, do they have cash and how much? Can they get a loan and how much? Do they have money down? How much? And how much a month can they afford for a payment? That's all I care about. The rest of them are tenants in my world. So keep that in mind. Build your buyers list first. Go for the sellers, the private money, all the time. 98% of your time should be spent on marketing to drive those three types of people in. All right, guys. Hey, once again, Jon Iannotti here, your host of REI Classroom today, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. Take care. Bye-bye.
PassiveRental.com is your source for turnkey, done-for-you rental properties. If you'd like to be an investor and not a landlord, please visit PassiveRental.com to learn how to purchase cash-flowing, professionally managed rental properties in the hottest rental markets across the country. We can also help connect you with financing for your next property. Invest the easy way today and get started by visiting PassiveRental.com. Please note, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this program do not necessarily reflect those of FlipNerd.com or any of its partners, advertisers, or affiliates. Please consult professionals before making any investment or tax decisions, as real estate investing can be risky. Are you a member yet of FlipNerd.com, the hottest real estate investing social community online? If not, you can join for free in less than 30 seconds and get access to hundreds of off-market deals, vendors in your market to help you in your business. And you can start networking with thousands of other investors just like you. Get your free account now at FlipNerd.com. Please check out the Flip Nerd family of real estate investing shows, where you can access hundreds of expert interviews, quick tips, and lessons from leaders across the real estate investing industry. They're available at flipnerd.com/shows, or simply search for Flip Nerd in the iTunes Store.